Yep. How's everybody doing this morning? Morning, afternoon. Let's see, it's 6:20, 69 degrees outside. Saturday morning here in California. What's up? Alrighty. Yep. So looks like a nice day today, but it's probably gonna get hot. Yep. Yep. See how traffic is today. Good morning. What's up, Bang? I'll be reading the comments afterwards. It's 6:22, 69 degrees outside. Saturday, California. What the heck is this guy doing? Yep. Well, we'll see how everything is today over at work. Morning. Don't forget to hit the like button, everybody. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Welcome. Everybody, depending on what kind of channels you're looking for. I got a lot of different channels on my list there. Family and friends, check those out. Check out all the other ones. Yeah, go check out James Skype Guy, AAP, Iron Dog, My Animal House, Kirkwood, Keys, Constrictors, Spider Mom, Mark the Spider Guy, Derek Reptiles. Go check them out. See if you like what they have to offer. Yeah, so check out all those channels. Make sure you leave a comment. That way they can see that you visit them. They can go back and check you out. So That way everybody can grow together. But I don't know. There's a lot of drama going on right now everywhere. A lot of hate. You know, there's some bad people, I guess. That are doing bad stuff on YouTube. I just stay away from them. I mean, if they're hurting somebody, then of course report them. But if you just don't like what they're doing, don't watch them. Change the channel. Just like TV, and you pay for that. A lot of money. YouTube is free. And you can make money. I mean, I don't know how much, I guess if you have good stuff and everybody watches, yeah, you probably do make decent enough money. But, it's not an easy job. It's a full-time job. You have to keep putting out content. And depending on what you have, it could be a seasonal deal. I'll tell you what, here's that part for the bad internet. We'll see how it goes here today. Yeah, we got a area here that's not good in the internet. It always cuts out in this area, so let's see how we do today. But yeah, I mean, everybody, come on now. Work together, help each other. Use your community tab, to help out other people, I mean, I try to help everybody that I can, as much as I can. I mean, I got like 600 people, but I mean, I don't think 600 of them watch my videos. I mean, the analytics show more people that aren't subscribed to me watch my videos, But yeah, I mean, you never know. Some of my videos, I'm like, yeah, that looks kind of good. So I videotape it and I put it out, and hey, get a lot of views. I mean, I did a short about the moon, the moon, and that got like 4,000 views, But there is a channel that's all it is the videos of the moon, So if you have to continue looking for something that somebody likes, don't try to do what somebody else is doing unless you can do it better. I mean, hey. But don't copy them exactly, because then, then they're oh, look at this guy, he's doing, then that's where you start getting people going after you and stuff, Yeah, and, I guess yesterday I was watching James, and I guess he got hit by a lot of those trolls. People were in there like spamming his chat. He's just trying to help people out, but somebody has to go in there and try to mess with him. I mean, I guess I have nothing better to do, but sometimes it happens. What can you do? Yeah, so look at this guy. I mean, why? You know, is it that important to get one car ahead? And is he gonna turn? Is he gonna get off? Yeah, he is. But look, he's tailgating this other guy. Oh man, it's gonna be one of those days today. People driving stupid again. Yep, he's in a hurry. He wants to fly. See, even the guy in front of him put on the stepped on the brakes a bit because this idiot's like tailgating him. Yeah, so I guess they're giving out free like HBO and Cinemax right now. I think on YouTube. Yeah, I got the YouTube cable because I was paying too much for cable. I'm like, forget it. Oh, like up to almost over $200 for internet and cable. So now I'm paying like internet like $69.99 and then $54.99 for the cable. A little bit less, but better options on it. Yeah, because I mean, when I had cable, they also, you can get it on your phone, but then they didn't, the thing is you couldn't get everything that you were paying for. It's like, why not? No, because you have to be on their internet or on their Wi-Fi in order to get every channel. They would give you some, which I don't understand why they did that. Why not you give the whole whatever you're getting charged for? So I don't know. So I didn't really like that. So now with YouTube, I can watch YouTube anywhere, with any of the things I have, phone, iPad, laptop, But yeah, a little bit of traffic today, not too bad. Patchy clouds out there. Yeah, so the tarantula out there, we'll see how it is. See if it uncovered or still covered the entrance. Don't forget tomorrow, Mother's Day in the United States. And then Mexico, I believe, is the 10th. That one never changes. The American, it changes like, I think it's like the second week of May, or the second Sunday, where the Mexican one, it never changes. It just depends. Whatever day the 10th falls, that's when it's Mother's Day. So we get two chances to Thank to tell our mothers that we love her. Look at this guy. It's like, what the heck? You're speeding. Oh, why don't you just keep going? No, just pulling in front of him. You know. Yeah. And the sun's bright today, hitting me right in the eye. Time to get in front of these guys. There's a guy back at me wants to pass us. Yeah, I'm gonna do like everybody else. Pull in front of them and then slow down. Why not? Everybody else does it, huh? Yeah, so yeah. If you guys ever send any packages through the mail, you know, if you put it in a box, it might get smashed, man. Even if you put on their fragile, you know. I mean, I got a package yesterday. I got two packages actually yesterday. I did a opening video, live video, mail, and I guess they send me some chips, some potato chips, some Doritos, and some other Ruffles. One of them made it. The other one was like flat as a pancake. I mean, because the mailbox is not that big. It's one of the regular size mailboxes, and then they just bent the package to fit in there. It's like, don't even think, oh, maybe there's something fragile inside. You know, even though you were probably bending it and hearing something like crumble inside. You know, who cares? Gotta stick it in there. Instead of putting a card, you know, because it didn't fit, you put a card there and then you gotta go sign for it, the package. That'd be too hard. I mean, they stuff both packages in that little mailbox. It's like, Jesus. But yeah, don't send chips or anything fragile. It's gonna get damaged. They'll fold it and try to put it in the mailbox, believe me. I mean, unless you put on there like pictures, photos, do not bend, because I have gotten photos through the mail, you know, and if you put on their photos, they will then they won't bend those. They'll at least not bend those. But it was funny because Trish from My Animal House she did a picture of her mailing out the Mother's Day card, I guess, to her mom. And it's one of those gigantic. She got one of those gigantic cards. You know, it's like maybe, I don't know, 4 by 4 feet. You know, I mean, we're talking feet, not inches. And then I told her, I go, because it was, she showed it on the live on my animal house, and I go, well, your post, the mailman's gonna bend the card, so it can fit it in the mailbox. She's all like, he better not. Hey, man, there's some mailmen that don't care. They just, it's like, hey, I guess they hate their job, It's a hard job. I mean, I've done it. It's not easy, man. Walking all those miles and miles, going house to house, delivering packages, delivering mail. And then another thing, you deliver magazines. Oh, man. When I was working as a mailman. Oh, and then the special, those specials you get once a week? The ones that everybody throws away in the trash. I used to do the same thing. I used to get those. I didn't even look at them. I just tossed them in the trash. And then I became a postman. I was a mailman delivering mail every Tuesday. I hated Tuesdays because Tuesdays was the delivery day for all those mailers. So you had to put one in every house. Even if you didn't have mail for that house, you had to put a mailer in there. So you'd get stacks and stacks of these, and you had to carry them in your bag. You had a bag, plus you had to carry all the magazines on your arm, and then on your hand, you had your mail. And you had the mail for the whole block, both sides. Not just one block. It was about 3 blocks. So you're walking 3 blocks, both sides of the street. So people think, oh, we're sitting in the vehicle and driving around. No, you sit, drive to the next block, park it, get off, and walk it. There's some that have, the curbside where they got all the mailboxes in one area. Well, then you would park and then you fill up all the boxes, then drive to the next one. That one's not as bad. But there's old ones that you have to go and walk all through the whole 2 blocks. So you're delivering all these packages, and then you have to look through your packages, because if you have a package for somebody, you have to remember what house it is, because you're delivering mail and then you go, okay, that house has a package. Because the thing is, you can't see unless it's a first class, it has to get there that day. If it's a third class mail, what happens is sometimes the mailman forgets to drop it off at your house. Now, we're told we're not supposed to go back and drop it off unless it's a big package that you can't carry. Then you can after your route, then you drive over to that one house with your vehicle, and then you drop it off. But other than that, you're supposed to walk it, and so they're like, because they check your mileage, they know how many miles each route is. So if you're putting a lot of miles on the vehicle, then that's telling them that you're driving instead of walking, and they don't want that, So, so you have to go deliver the mail and stuff. Oh, and then you had once a year, you had the food drive, for people that need food and stuff, I mean, why? I don't know why they just didn't, say, hey, you know what, go drop it off at the post office. No, they would leave it outside. So when you come and deliver the mail, now there's a bag there or whatever. So you have to pick up all that stuff and throw it in your bag. So now you got extra stuff to carry around back to the post office. All these all these canned foods, and it's not light stuff, it's heavy stuff. And then some people, have bags of stuff. I'm like, oh my god. Oh, and then you have all those magazines. People, after delivering all those flyers, now I look at all those flyers because I'm like, man, I understand what the mailman has to go through, putting all those flyers in everybody's box. So, now at least I look at it, see what it is, what the specials are. Once I look at it, then I toss it. But at least I give it, give it the benefit of the doubt, I guess, as they say. But yeah, so then also magazines. Oh my God, there were some houses like, what the heck? They ordered so many magazines. I mean, this one of the houses had like over 10 magazines. So I got to carry all these 10 magazines plus all the other houses that had magazines, and drop off those magazines. And it's like, oh man, it's like it's heavy, And then I got injured. I got injured carrying mail because they want you. You're supposed to be checking what mail's going for the next house, from house to house. The only time you're not allowed to finger the mail is, like, say, if you're crossing the street, so because it's dangerous, you need to see where you're going and stuff like that. So I'm walking, and all of a sudden my foot steps on like a part of the cement, like on like a driveway, but it didn't have a full driveway. It only had like where the wheels go. So it was just like a drive where the tires were. But so I'm walking and carrying my mail, and then all of a sudden I step, and oh shoot, I lose my balance, fall forward, land on my palm, my right hand, and then land on my arm of the other right on. And I'm carrying all this mail. Hey, I landed on the floor, but I didn't drop a piece of mail. And I got back up, and I was like, oh man, that was painful. So I ended up fracturing in my hand and messing up my arm. And then it was nothing but pain after that. I still have some pain, but they said I'm 100% now. Yeah, right. They just don't want to pay anymore, so then that's what they do. They get some doctors to go against you, and then basically do what they want you to, what they want. The doctor asks you questions like not even that pertains to your treatment. Just so they can get you, so they can cancel your money. And that's what pretty much is what they did after so many years of giving money. But hey, thank God I got it for that as long as I got it. And now I'm making decent money, I guess. So I would have ended up getting less and less money anyways. The only difference is I ended up losing my benefits, like, medical and stuff. So then I had to go get my own. It was, but that's the way it goes. Every job, wherever you work at, man, once you get injured, they don't want you. They want to get rid of you. Okay, what's this guy doing here? He's putting on his brakes. I guess he's gonna turn, or what the heck? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you slowing down here? Now he's not going even the speed limit. I don't know, maybe they're playing with the phone or something. Hopefully you got no traffic coming the other way. I'm gonna have to pass this guy. A lot of traffic traffic coming. Come on. Now he speeds up. It's like, make up your mind. Slow down, speed up. Now I'm not going to pass him because he's pretty much going the speed limit. Well, but then we got a curve coming up ahead. So watch him. He's probably going to slow down because, can't go the speed limit in the curves. Let's see, is he going to put the brakes on? Seems to be driving the same speed. That's good. So I mean, nowadays jobs, employers, they don't care about you. Back in the day, I remember, always said, hey, you get that job and pretty much work there your whole life. Retire from the place and everything, But, nowadays, now, you're lucky if you stay in any job for over 2 years. They'll get rid of you somehow, or the company gets sold, or, something. I mean, I've been doing security now for over 15 years, but then it hasn't been with the same company. Because the way security is, it's the contract. Unless you want to stick with the company and then they have other jobs that they can offer you. But then there's some companies that, they only have so many accounts. And if they lose the account, that's pretty much, you either have to go with the company that took over the account, so you got to go apply, or if the company gets bought out, because I was working for a company, then that company got bought out by another company that was bigger. And then I worked for them for almost, I think it was 3 years. Then they lost the account that I was working at. So then I went with the company because I wanted to stay with them, but then I'm like, oh, well, if you stay with us, we don't really have hours for you. I'm like, Jesus, don't have hours? I'm like, damn, I guess I have to go with the other company. And then there's some bosses, they treat you badly. They're like, they don't take care of the employees. They put you out somewhere. They have no shade. You're out in the sun. No water, no ice. They're supposed to provide stuff like that, but then they don't. So now this guy is putting on the brakes. Yeah, so they mistreat their employees, and I mean there was a one incident I remember, and there was a guard, and it was a female guard. She was out somewhere out in the boonies, no restroom or anything, So she calls the office and goes, "Hey, I need to go use the restroom." And one of the supervisors tells her, "Yeah, well, there's a lot of bushes, and A lot of bushes and trees, just go use one of those. And there's a female guard they're telling this to. It's like, come on, I mean, a guy, he can do his one business, I mean, but still the other, you still need a bathroom. And so the boss he was all pissed off because, God, what the hell? Who in the hell? Because then, she complained to the labor board that they told her that, you can't be saying stuff like that. So he got sued, Well, you mistreat your employees, you don't give any care about them, I mean, there was some areas, Jesus, that was a bird that almost hit the car. Alrighty. So, there's some places, that I remember this one place, it was called the Cheese Factory. The reason it was called a cheese factory is because they used to make cheese there, but it was just a dairy farm with cows and machinery to milk the cows and stuff like that. But it was almost pretty much abandoned. I mean, they had maybe a couple of cows, maybe 100 cows or less. Back in the day, it was really, they had, thousands and thousands of cows. And they used to make cheese also, but then it went out of business. So basically, just had a couple of cows left. Everything was boarded up. And even the restroom, you can go to the restroom, but you got to go through all these obstacles, in between the machinery and stuff. And then I heard there was rats, these giant rats that were around, One of the guards said he was in the bathroom, sitting in the bathroom, and then all of a sudden a rat came, started munching, like biting his boot, so he was kicking it. I was like, man, that's all you need, man. Have a rat bite you, crawl up your leg, up your pant leg, Because, man, rats can eat all kinds of stuff, They can eat rubber, they can eat through a whole tire, They can eat through doors, their teeth. I think they even say they can eat through pipe, like lead pipe, like sewer pipes. That's how they go into the drains and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. And so we had a bunch of different accounts, where you go out and you're just guarding some pump out in a canal, a bunch of mosquitoes all over the place. You can't even go outside. You go outside and you get swallowed by the mosquitoes. Those giant mosquitoes. But yeah. And then it was funny because this company that hired me the first time, they don't, and I told them, hey, you want me to fill out the application, that way they can do a background check, and stuff like that. They're like, no, just when you get your guard card, come and fill out the paperwork. So I got my guard card, went and filled out the paperwork, and then I'm like, oh, okay, so I figured they're gonna call me back, in about a couple of weeks after they do background checks and all that. No, they're like, oh, well, what size uniform, what size pants and shirt do you wear? And then she gave me some uniforms, And I'm like, oh, shoot, okay. And then she's all like, well, we don't really have anything for you today, but we'll give you a call as soon as we do. So, and I remember this was like, I think it was like the playoffs. Yeah, because it was in December. It was almost the playoffs for the football. So it was on a Sunday. I was sitting down and And then all of a sudden, I get a phone call like, hey, well, we need you to go to some site about 11:30 at nighttime till 6:30 in the morning. It's only a couple of hours. I'm like, oh, okay. But the thing was that, so I'm like, oh, okay, any other one? No, that's the only one. I'm like, okay. So then I hung up, and then like I went to go. I said, oh shit, I better go to sleep. So I'm like going to sleep for a couple of hours, and then even right when I'm barely getting to sleep, the phone call rings again. Oh, there's another place after that. After I got out of there at 6:30 in the morning, I would have to go to work some other place at like 2, I think like around 2:30 in the afternoon or something like that. So I'm like, oh shit. So I went home. By the time I got home, I'm not gonna go to sleep, because then I'm gonna be real tired. So I just stayed up, and then went to the other job, and then I got out at like around 11:30. Then when I went to sleep, but then pretty much had work every day. A lot of overtime too. But then they always forget. This company always, oh, we didn't pay your overtime. Oh, I'm sorry. We'll put it on your next check. And then, they forget again and again, and you have to keep harassing them about your paycheck. It's like, hey, you forgot my overtime, and they try to make it so like maybe they'll forget, and he won't ask for his overtime. It's like, yeah, right. But yeah, so I was like, no. And then I finally had to threaten them and say, hey, you know what? Hey, where's my overtime? You guys need to pay me my overtime. Let's see, the gas stations. Part of it's open today, right? So yeah, I was like, you have to keep harassing them for it. So I told him, I go, well, that's it. I'm not gonna work no more overtime unless you pay. You know. And then one time they wanted me to drive like almost 2 hours, and I go, well, hey, you're gonna pay for the vehicle to drive over there? Oh no, you're gonna drive your own vehicle. I'm like, hey, are you gonna pay mileage? You know, for driving all the way over there? I'm like, that's real far. And they're all like, oh, well, let me find out. And then they're like, oh, yeah, the boss says he'll pay you. I go, well, I want the money, the gas money first, or else I'm not going to go. And they're like, oh, okay, well, we'll call you back. They didn't call me back. I knew it. I mean, they try to, then they're like, oh, well, try to rip you off all the time. And then the only reason I got more raises was California, because when I got hired, I was making $6.35 an hour when I first started. Then it was in December. But the good thing was California they were gonna have an increase of $1, so it was gonna be $7.35 an hour. That year it's gonna go up. So less than a month I got a raise. Then the following year it went up again. So I ended up like $9 an hour, for a wage. It was a little bit less, about $8 an hour. But then it eventually got to $9. Then I was making like $9.35, and it was like stayed there for a long time. And then finally again California had raises and raises. So now $15 is the minimum wage, which is good for where I live. I mean, if you go up to San Diego, you can't survive on that amount. I mean, don't. It's too much money just for rent over there. So I mean, it's a decent wage. I mean, when I was working for the post office, when minimum wage was like at 6.35, I mean, I was making $14 an hour for the post office. So it's like, oh man, I'm like, yeah. I mean, companies they don't care about their employees anymore. They basically, it's like there's so many people that need jobs nowadays. They don't they won't care if they get rid of you. It's like, oh, anybody else can do your job. We can hire somebody real quick. You know. The good thing is, when all this stuff that was going on, and you know all the stuff that happened, at least I was one of the ones that weren't didn't lose my job. There was more work for me, basically. Let's see who's in here. Bang, what's up? What's up? Michael Hauser, hey, thanks for coming in. Hey, a hot channel, what's up? What's up? AM, all right. Good morning, Bud. What's up, Michael? AM, Bud from Media Live. Chloe, what's up, Chloe? What's up, Michael? Dominique, what's up? Hey, Annie, how's the UK over there? What's up? What's up? Hey, Zelda, what's up? What's up? Yes, thank you for coming in, everybody. Thank you for giving the thumbs up. So, I mean, nowadays, people, you got to go to school, so you can get a career, because it's like I told my kids. I said, I don't have a lot of money, but I can at least, get you a good education, but I told them, I go, you gotta work, get an education, so your life isn't as hard, don't have to be living check by check, paycheck to paycheck. It's like, and then, companies nowadays, if you're lucky if you get any benefits or any sick leave or holiday pay or vacation, you know, they don't want to pay anything, you know. I mean, they get paid the holiday from the companies that they work for, that get the jobs for, but you don't get them. I mean, I remember one time there was this this one company I was working for. It was River Ranch, where they do vegetables and salads, stuff like that. And the guy's all like, "Hey, so how did you enjoy your holiday pay? Martin Luther King." I'm like, "Holiday pay?" I'm like, "We don't get paid for that holiday. We only get a certain amount of holidays. I think it's like 5 holidays a year, but there's so many other ones. I mean, we get New Year's, we get Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, Labor Day, and Memorial Day, and that's it. We don't get any other ones. Even if the company, if they're, they get, Martin Luther King, they get the President's Day. It used to be George Washington's birthday and Lincoln's birthday, but now it's the president's birthday. They put it all in one, and they give the schools the whole week off. But yeah. So thanks everybody for coming in here and listening to my babble. I mean, hopefully you enjoy it. If not, well, I mean, I try my best to entertain people. You know. Uh, Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending wherever you're at in the world. God bless you. Thank you for coming in. Till next time. And like Keith says, call your mama, tell her you love her because you don't know how long you're going to have her. So, bye, everybody. Next time. Bye bye.